Hey guys, John here, your host on Mgtow is Freedom. Mgtow is men going their own way, right? That is denying women our bodies, our wallets, our efforts, right? Because all the things that we give are just used against us, used on us, right? We're taken advantage of by these modern harlots, right? So that's what Mgtow is about. And Mgtow is Freedom is not just the name for my channel, but it's the understanding that when you're free of society's manipulation, the games your mom played with your head, you need to settle down, right? All of the guilt and horror that you're put through as a man, right? You put it all away, and now you're going your own way, and you discover freedom. Before I go any further, and this is going to be a great video, I want to say thank you to you guys. You have been donating, and you continue to, but there are a couple large donations out there. And I ended up getting a box of very fine cigars. They are Arturo Fuente Don Carlos's. And I've told you guys, man, I would love to sit down and, have a drink with everyone. It's just essentially an impossibility. Right? It's an impossibility. But, I can smoke a cigar. I can have a scotch while we bullshit right here. So, opening that up, right? I'm going to pull one of these bad boys out. So let me give you a look there, right? Just a beautiful box that they put them in, and of course it has the Arturo Fuente crest. So this is the unboxing of, and then I'm gonna commit arson, and I'm gonna smoke this thing, right? You guys have been exceptionally generous to me, all of you, from the compliments to the loyalty to what Mgtow stands for, right? This idea, this notion that we don't have to obey the rules anymore. The rules of how we're going to be controlled. Right? The rules of how we have to sacrifice ourselves. So let me see if I can light this guy, and we'll get down to business. This wind is not helping me. Okay. Got her. Fine, fine cigar. All right. So, this video is about, she wants you back. Now, there's been a lot of times, right, where we've talked about monkey branching. And monkey branching is where a woman looks at you, right, uses you, but when she finds another guy, she swings and reaches up for him, right, and then she pulls herself up to the next guy. Whether it's social status, income, even relationship monkey branching, where she goes from a boyfriend to a serious boyfriend, and now she's ready to try out the marriage manipulation, and she moves on up. Right? There's been a number of times in my life where women dumped me, and then a couple of days later, a week, even 2 weeks later, you'll get a phone call. Oh, hi, remember me? Yeah, I got to thinking. They want you back. But that's not what we're going to talk about here. I had what I'm going to call a good acquaintance share a story with me. And when you're the one that dumps them, it's a little bit of a different trick for them, right? Because when they dump you, you're interested in them, and they know it. And they're moving on to someone else. They've already got someone picked out. So they're more than happy to go But when you, as a man, dump the woman, it catches them off guard. It really does. It totally catches them off guard. They're not prepared. You see, because normally what happens is a woman, she decides she's going to leave the man. And she's got everything all lined up. She's got the new boyfriend set. She knows who he is. She's been working on him. Right? She knows what his income is, what his expectation levels are for her. She's comfortable. She's ready to make the move. Right? She runs to him for sympathy. Who knows what story they use there. I mean, I've heard them all, but I've even heard them, right, when a girl wants to monkey branch to you. Right? They come to you. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo, my boyfriend beat me. Whatever it is, that last bit of sympathy they use to get that guy. But see, normally they're ready to leave you. But when you ditch them, when you say, hey, I've had enough, I'm done, right? In fact, I think I'm going to look into that whole Mgtow thing because I'm tired of this shit. The shit of the relationship. Women aren't expecting that. They don't like that. They feel tricked. Right? Now, men, we don't leave women for richer women or for women with higher social status. Men leave women because we've had it with the bullshit. That's why we leave them. So, there's a number of tricks they use. There's a number of tricks they use, right? What they need you to do is come back to them, accept them. Right? They want another chance at it. They realize they pushed you too far. And see, most of the time, they just need to flash the titties, offer the blowjob, you know, take it in a way that you want to give it to them. Seriously. Make you the biggest, most juicy, delicious sandwich, and they got you before you go away. But a lot of times these days, men just say, you know what, that's it. Get the fuck out. Step out of the car, right? Eddie Murphy Raw. Or is that Delirious? Right? We surprise them. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done with you. So now they need you back. They're out of the house. You change the locks. You throw their shit out on the door, you know, out on the lawn. Whatever you do to get rid of them, you're just done. So they now have to appeal to you from the outside. If you don't answer the calls, the emails, the knocks on the door, right, the letters taped to your car, whatever it is. But they try a number of ways to start up the communication process again. Because remember, when you deal with women, right, they communicate. And in that communication is their manipulation. That is where they get us, because that's what they've practiced at. That's what they've been taught. Men, we work with our minds figuring out problems. We use our muscles to get the job done. Women, to get things they want, must manipulate. And if they're not communicating with us, they can't do it. So number one, when she wants you back, she's going to start trying to communicate. I've got to tell you, these cigars are very, very good. Very interesting combination of flavors. It's got some dark, chocolatey, spicy notes. It's very smooth. It's rolled a bit tight, so the draw is difficult. But I can feel it's consistent all the way through. Very flavorful. Thank you. All right, enough of the cigar aficionado stuff. On to the video. All right, so how do they do it? Fucking airplane. Take a sip of scotch while I wait for that guy. How do they do it? How do they start the manipulation? They need communication. And then they start appealing to you in such a way that you have to reconsider your decision to dump the bitch. Right? One of the ways they do it, it's the most common way, is to appeal to sympathy. That is, they want to evoke an emotional response from you of sympathy. Oh, and I'm going to give you some examples, right? They can use little catchphrases. You broke my heart. Common, right? Tore me up. Oh, you cut me so deep when you did that, right? And you're like, oh, geez, did I break you? Tore you? Cut you? Can you hear, though, in those three very common phrases, the implication of violence? Cut, tear, broke. Cut, tear, broke, and any other variations of violence that your breaking up of them caused. Absolutely amazing that they can evoke an emotional response of sympathy and blame you